Meanwhile, I see many of you have done your homework or the practice task, I would call it. Sorry, someone was saying something.
Prabhat here. I wanted to ask a question.
Yes, Prabhat, tell me.
Okay, so in that availability set where we choose fault domain and fault domain and update domain.
Hmm.
Okay, we have fault domain as 3 and update domain as 5.
Hmm.
Maximum how many machines can we put in that particular availability set? Is
Now
there any
there,
restriction to that?
no, there is no restriction.
Okay.
It is just when it comes to fault domain and update domain, they are just dividing their capacity. Otherwise, you are fully using their data center. So whatever is the capacity, there is no limit. There could be a quota or limit on your subscription, but not on that availability set or availability zone for that matter also. Uh, your subscription could have a limit that you cannot build more than 100 machines. So that will appear even if you build individual, even if you build under availability set. But if your subscription limit is unlimited, then just because you are using availability set, then there will be no limit. Got it?
Yes.
Okay, guys, we can get started. Deepak, I did not get time to check yours. I have told you guys many times that please try to work on whenever it is possible, right? Don't wait till last moment to last time. Don't do that, right? So, and I see some glitch in your resource group, Deepak. Some virtual networks you have used, which Ghazala had used. So to avoid that, guys, see, this is the reason I asked you to use your uh, own resource group. Now, this is a Deepak's resource group, Deepak's subscription. Okay, resource group Deepak. He has created his machines, but he has used the virtual network. Okay, you created your virtual network, good. But I see some other virtual networks also here. So do not use each other's resource group. This is specifically for those who have access at subscription level. People who have access at subscription level, only they can make this mistake. Someone who has only read-only access on subscription, can they create something else in someone else's resource group? Is it possible technically?
No.
No.
So only those people can do this to whom I have given the access. So if you have the access, guys, then it's your responsibility to be extra vigilant and extra careful when you are building a machine here. Others who do not have access, if you should also be careful. I mean, as of now, you don't have access, so you will not be able to do it. But in future, when you work in environment, you may have access. So you have to be very careful. Okay. So here you, instead of, I see someone has created new resource group also. So yeah, instead of selecting incorrect one, please make sure that you are selecting your correct resource group and you're deploying your resources in the correct resource group only. Now I see Deepak's resource group and I see someone else's resources. Here it is fine. We are, let me delete this meanwhile. We are practicing, but just imagine that you have built your legal department server in HR resource group. Because this is not only at the resource group, सिर्फ resource group तक नहीं रह जाता है. On this resource group, कई लोगों को access दिया होगा. And now this is Deepak's resource group. So Deepak will say मैं अपनी team वालों को जिसको चाहे access दे दूंगा. N number of people I can give access. It's my problem. My resource group, I will make sure that I add 20 users in Active Directory and I give all of them owner access. But because you have deployed an incorrect resource here, right? You have deployed an incorrect resource here. So those users will get access on your resources also, which was purely your fault because you did not select the correct resource group, right? So guys, make sure that you select the correct resource group every time you deploy it. And Deepak, I'll check this one later. Guys, please make sure you complete your task well in advance so we can at least, I can at least check that and give you some feedback if it is needed.
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's get started then. We were at virtual machine creation. Meanwhile, do you guys have any doubt, any question, anything? Do you want me to go through the questions which I have given you, or Are you guys sure that you did it? Because we cannot keep this as a practice, otherwise हर एक session हमारा उसमें चला जाएगा. Right? Still, let's do it one more time. Today we'll do it, and from next sessions I won't be doing this, guys. This is your responsibility. I can give you live example. One of from this batch attempted an interview yesterday. He was at my classes. Yesterday we had an interview, and the questions which were asked, not a single question was asked which is not given by me. Not till now. In total course I'm talking about. जितना हमने पिछले बैच में किया था उसमें से एक क्वेश्चन भी बाहर का नहीं आया. द पर्सन हु अटेम्प्टेड द इंटरव्यू ही जस्ट वांटेड टू take a feel of it. We knew that he's going to reject because he's a new guy. We haven't even completed our portion, and that company was somewhere out of Maharashtra, and that guy did not even wanted to work there. So it was a dummy interview for practice. But even in practice interview, guys, all the questions were there. जो मैं आप लोगों को शेयर करता हूँ इन्हीं में से questions आए थे. Total there were 14 questions. We have made a note of it. I'll be sharing it with you guys. Not now. Whenever your portion gets completed and when you start giving interviews, that time we will share it with you. But all questions were related to this. Questions were related to VNet. I mean, we have not covered it, but we are going to cover everything, and I give questions on that. So whatever questions I'm sharing with you guys, please make sure that you go through them. Right? So let's quickly, I'll quickly ask these questions and see how many of you can answer. So who can answer me? What is an Azure availability set?
Azure availability set, it's basically division of data center into fault domains and update domains, where if we have 100 number of racks in our data center, so those 100 number of racks will be divided into 3 fault domains. That would be like 33 each or 35, something like that. Okay. And then availability set is one of the ways to make or keep an application highly available for the users.
Perfect.
Or
That
for
is the keyword I was looking for, Prabhat. If you would have explained all this and if you would have missed high availability, तो आंसर थोड़ा सा फीका रह जाता. You explained it very well, and along with that, you had to use word high availability or highly available. That term had to be there. So yes, guys, that's a good answer. And while practicing, हम इसको 4-5 बार practice करते हैं mock sessions वगैरह में, then you'll definitely get confidence. थोड़ा और उसको smoothly बोलोगे, then this you will get full marks on this one at least. Yeah. Next one is what are fault domains and what are update domains? Anyone other than Prabhat? Yes, guys.
Hello, Soil. This is Munir.
Yes, Manir. Would you like to try?
Yes, actually, I don't see your videos. I mean, till the 19 I completed. 4 is remaining still.
That's okay.
Still, I tried this one.
Mhm.
Actually, in fault domain, we the server racks that is used for the like a shutdown, something happen, emergency breakdown, something that is used. That is fault domain. And the other one is update domain is where use it is like patches, upgradation, something happen. That one is used in that case.
Okay.
That's I know.
Yeah, it is correct. Would you like to add something else in that?
From my
update
side.
domain is a planned activity, whereas a fault domain is something which is an unexpected activity, like an incident.
Same thing. Same thing. What Munir said in different language. Anything else would you like to add, guys? That's okay. I'll confirm. Answer was correct, both of you. Two things you can add. Examples. Update के लिए तो आप लोगों ने example दे दिया. It could be OS upgrade. It could be patch upgrade. It could be anything. Fault के लिए it could be ISP down. It could be power supply. This is still fine. The main thing which you need to add is the numbers. how many maximum fault domains can you have and how many maximum update domains can you have. That number should be a part of your answer. It will make your answer look very technical and very, very good. So along with the answer which you gave, it was correct. Just add one line that you can have maximum of 3 fault domain and maximum of 20 update
20.
domains. Got it? Right.
Yeah.
Good answer though, Munir.
Minimum of 2 fault domain, right? And minimum
Yes.
1 update domain.
नहीं, for minimum सबको 2 ही रखना पड़ेगा हनीफ भाई. If you keep 1
Okay.
तो high availability हुई कहाँ से वो? इसलिए
अच्छा.
मिनिमम के चक्कर में नहीं पड़ता, बट स्टिल इफ यू वांट टू ऐड वो भी ऐड कर लो, बट डोंट गिव इनकरेक्ट आंसर. एक रखोगे तो देन
Update
हाउ
भी
इज इट हाई अवेलेबिलिटी?
okay. अपडेट भी 2 आएगा ना फिर?
हाँ 2 ही आएगा डेफिनेटली. एक
हाँ
होगा तो
ठीक है.
हाई अवेलेबिलिटी हुई नहीं ना, एक है वही डाउन
हाँ
हो
हाँ
गया. वेयर इज द हाई अवेलेबिलिटी देन? राइट,
ठीक. ओके. हाँ.
मिनिमम 2 तो होना ही है. ओके
ऑलराइट.
guys, can I change an existing virtual machine's availability set after it is created? For example,
No.
Oh,
you sure? Deepak's
Yes.
machine, it is a part of this availability set whichever he has created. Can I change this?
No.
No.
While creating the machine, this option comes. After creation, it will not
Perfect.
come.
Perfect,
Okay.
guys. Yes. Can I use availability sets in all Azure regions?
Yes, availability set can be used in all Azure regions as availability set is dividing or segregation of racks within the data center.
Can I use availability zone in all regions?
No.
Yes.
No. Whoever answered yes, that is incorrect, guys. Availability zone, it's not available in all the regions. There are few regions जहां पर availability zone नहीं है. Why? Because availability zone जहां पर भी होता है, these guys will have to create 3 data centers. एक रीजन बनाने के लिए एक डेटा सेंटर बना दो आप, दैट इज इनफ. दिस इज योर रीजन, इट्स डन. बट अगर अवेलेबिलिटी जोन का फीचर देना है आपको, देन यू विल हैव टू क्रिएट 3 डेटा सेंटर इन दैट सिटी, 3 डिफरेंट कॉर्नर्स. अदरवाइज आप इसको इतना बना दो, दिस फाइन, दिस इज योर रीजन, ये आपका एक रीजन हो गया. बट इफ यू वांट टू कॉल अ रीजन विद अवेलेबिलिटी जोन, देन आपको 3 डेटा सेंटर्स बनाने पड़ेंगे उस सिटी में. सो नॉट ऑल द रीजन्स विल हैव अवेलेबिलिटी जोन. क्लियर? अवेलेबिलिटी सेट इज नथिंग, इस एक डेटा सेंटर के ही रैक को जो है डिवाइड कर रखा है. तो अवेलेबिलिटी सेट ऑब्वियसली हर एक में मिलेगा. क्लियर गाइस, एवरीवन?
Yeah.
कैन आई
Well,
यूज? यस.
this availability set means it has 3 zones, na? So means it will more than one zone. So it is in the case of Azure only or other cloud also?
No, we are specifically talking about Azure. Other clouds do
Okay.
have similar facility, but they don't call it availability set. They don't call it availability zone. In fact, GCP, all the regions has 3 or 4 zones in Google. They do not have a single region which doesn't have availability zone, but they call it different. We are not discussing it here. Let's focus on Azure only as of now.
Okay.
Okay. Only initial first or 2 sessions, that was common for all clouds. After that, everything, whatever we are discussing with name, with diagram, this is a diagram provided by Microsoft. It's a Microsoft property. You'll get it on a Microsoft website. So everything is very Azure specific from now on. Okay, guys, can I use availability set, a same availability set in different resource group?
No. Availability set is the only feature which is resource group dependent.
Yes. Perfect. So it seems like Prabhat is reading a lot. Guys, others, please make sure you do read. Trust me on this, guys. These are the questions which you will get. These are the exact questions, and we make note of these questions. But these are the exact questions which you get. Interview में इसी तरह से questions आते हैं. Then you will realize, or that time you will feel bad about it कि यार पढ़ लेता तो मेरा 15 lakh offer आ जाता आज. At that time you will realize, and that time you will feel bad about it. So it's better that you always keep on reading these questions. Right? Please do that, guys. So okay, we can start now. We have I've checked it, and we have done with the questions as well. Unless you guys have any questions, we'll start with the next segment. In virtual machine, the next segment. So we were at create virtual machine. We are done with our availability zone and availability set practical. Now I hope you understand the region, right? Why will I take some region? I already explained it in last session that what could be the reasons. Why would you take this region? Why would you take another region, right? Now look at this. East US has availability zone, availability set. We are done with those topics. So next time, whenever I'm creating a machine, we'll only go ahead with no infrastructure redundancy, just to avoid extra money, avoid extra steps, because we are learning next option. Okay, guys, one question I want to add here, one quick thing. Let's say that a client has come to you stating my application is very crucial. I want high availability. You offered him, you as in your architect team, they offered him availability set. Client heard it, not happy. He says, what happens if my data center is down? Availability set, I'm getting redundancy at rack level. But what if whole data center building is down? Is my application highly available? You say no. What other option do I have? Then you say we have availability zone. So even if one data center goes down, your application is running from here, application is running from here. In Pune region, we have availability zone. So we have three, one at Magarpatta. Locations are just, for example, these are not the actual locations. Yeah, one is Magarpatta, one is Kharadi, one is Hinjawadi. We have three data centers. Even if one is down due to flood or any other situation, two others are working, right? And then user says, what if the whole region is down? It happens sometimes, war-like situation or some technical issues also. Is my application working? Then it is not working. Then what option do we have? I told you this already, right? What other option do we have? Disaster recovery. DR we have, where there also we get high availability, but एक दो घंटे का लैग थोड़ा सा हो जाता है, थोड़ा सा यहाँ पर डाउन करके वहां पे एप्लीकेशन अप करने के लिए, but we do have an option. Having said that, another question. I'm giving you example in availability set, availability zone. इसको आप availability set पे भी fit कर लेना same. Okay, I have my one server here, server 1, server 2, server 3. Disaster recovery I will teach you once your storage concepts are clear. Okay, once we are done with our storage topic, because उसमें storage and networking दोनों बहुत लगने वाला है. So once we are done with storage and networking, then I will cover your disaster recovery. 1, 2, 3, fourth machine, fifth machine, sixth machine. ये मेरे 6 machine हो गए, और maybe let's say 7th, 8, 9. And now I have 9 machines for one application. Without doing anything, can I use the 9 machines? क्या मैं अलग-अलग IP address दूंगा अपने clients को? Is it possible? Is it feasible? Is it sensible? What do you think?
No, that's not possible.
No. Why not possible? एक तो मैं अलग-अलग IP address देना नहीं चाहता हूँ, ठीक है? चलो, still if I think कि मैंने DNS use करके I made sure that one website UT-Kloud, UT-Kloud.com, इसको मैंने DNS के थ्रू ये कर लिया कि public will come here and all the requests will be going here, just using with the help of DNS. अगर मैंने DNS से कर लिया, still this is not highly available. Why? Because DNS का काम, DNS you will understand if you would have watched those videos which I have shared with you. DNS थोड़ा समझ में आएगा आपको. DNS का सिर्फ इतना काम है कि इस नाम को utcloud.com को IPs में कन्वर्ट करना, that's it, उतना ही काम है. DNS will not understand कि पीछे रखा हुआ सर्वर जो है ये बंद है या नहीं है, ये चालू है या किस पे रिक्वेस्ट भेजना. It will start sending requests randomly. So if it is sending requests randomly, guys, is it my highly available application? Can I claim it कि मेरा application highly available है?
No.
Because it is sending randomly. मेरा availability zone 2 अगर बंद भी पड़ा है, still it is sending request over there. So can I call it highly available?
No.
Okay, so as of now what have we understood कि अगर आपको availability set आता है, अगर आपको availability zone आता है, आपने machine बना दी है, still your application is not highly available. You will have to take one more solution, combine these two solutions, and then your application will be called highly available application. And that solution is, guys, load balancer. Load balancer is something which will give you one single IP address or one single domain name. With the help of that domain name, all public will use your data or your website, etc. And then load balancer is a smart solution. It knows, the load balancer knows कि पीछे कौन सी machine बंद है. All these diagrams, guys, I have built in my previous trainings, which was done recently. So nothing is outdated here. We will be using same. And still, if any one of you want कुछ change करना है, कुछ है, let me know. We can create new diagram as well. But अब तक वो टॉपिक शुरू नहीं हुआ जहां पे मुझको आपको डायग्राम ये करना पड़े. Okay, so this is load balancer, guys. So if I have 3 servers here, this is how a load balancer looks like. Load balancer को ये users यहाँ से connect करेंगे, and load balancer knows if this machine is down, अगर कोई इसमें से machine down होती है, right? If this machine is down, then load balancer will not send any more traffic here. वो सारा traffic then यहाँ पर जाएगा. If this machine is down, या ये zone में down है, then सारा traffic सिर्फ इसी पे जाएगा. DNS cannot do that. Load balancer can do that. So what did we understand? That with availability zone or availability set, you cannot use that in isolation. You require one solution, which is load balancer. And load balancer is not the only solution. Okay. Load balancer में 4-5 और चीजें हैं. Like we have availability zone, availability set. तो load balancer में भी हमारे पास जो है 2-4 चीजें हैं. But we'll learn that because load balancer requires intense understanding of networking. So आपका DR और load balancing cover होगा once your networking is done. Is it clear, guys? But at least this part should be clear. Just by learning availability set and availability zone, your application is not becoming highly available application. Load balancer में देखो, load balancer है, application gateway है, traffic manager है, front door है, which we will explain later. And this is a must ask favorite question. जितने इंटरव्यूज हमने देखे 90% में ये क्वेश्चन पूछा गया है. 90% इंटरव्यू में they have asked the differences. So whenever we come to this topic, I'll explain it. किसको कैसे याद करना है, how to explain. Is it clear, guys, still here? Yes, guys, any doubt, any doubt, anything which you did not understand, you want me to repeat? Though we have not covered any new topic, I have not finished with storage or load balancer or networking. It was just overview I was sharing with you guys. But is it still clear, the overview part? Is it clear?
Yes.
Yes.
So we discussed about availability set, availability zone, how they do not work in isolation, load balancer, right? In सबका overview हमने अब तक देखा, and then we did the question answers. Now let's start with our next option in virtual machine creation. So as of now, I'm going to go with no infrastructure redundancy. Image. Let's talk about the image now. Very small thing, but very important. Most of the time, in fact, all the times, client will share this information with you because you do not know the application which client is talking about. Will that work on Ubuntu? Will that work on Windows? If it is on Windows 2019, 2022, 2016, SUSE Linux, Oracle, Debian, which operating system, or do you just want a client operating system, Windows 10? You do not know that. So you always require this input from client, right? So look at this. If you click on see all image, there are n number of images, guys. People who are coming from Linux background, they will understand that we have Linux, Red Hat Enterprise solution, we have Ubuntu, then we have Debian. Some of them are coming with inbuilt feature as well. For example, servers हम क्यों बनाते हैं? Server में services install करके people use it. For example, मैंने एक server install कर दिया, उसमें एक IIS सर्विस इंस्टॉल कर दी, तो इट बिकम्स अ वेब सर्वर. मैंने सर्वर इंस्टॉल कर दिया, उसमें SQL इंस्टॉल कर दिया, तो इट बिकम्स अ डेटाबेस सर्वर. सो हियर यू हैव इनबिल्ट सर्वर्स एज वेल एज एन इनबिल्ट रेडी टू यूज सर्वर्स आल्सो. एग्जांपल SQL ले लो, डायरेक्टली विद SQL आपको मिल जाएगा. ठीक है. यहाँ पर वेब सर्वर्स भी होंगे काफी. देयर आर n नंबर ऑफ these data. Let me check if we have web. And this is Windows example I'm giving because most of you are coming from Windows background. इसमें Tomcat and Apache भी मिल जाएगा आपको. Look at this. The moment I type web server, Ubuntu web server, the moment I will install this server, it will be ready to use. इसमें मुझको बस मेरी कोडिंग वाला डेटा डालना है and it will have the web services already. Apache web server. Linux people will understand this. राइट, लेट मी से, और क्या है यहाँ पर, विंडोज का दिख नहीं रहा है, बट देयर आर 203 पेजेस। इफ यू फाइंड, विंडोज का भी मशीन मिल जाएगा आपको जिसके अंदर ऑलरेडी IIS सर्विस इंस्टॉल होगी। कि सो देयर आर n number of servers, n number of services, but who will confirm कि किससे आएगा ये डेटा, which one you have to accept, which one you have to look at this one. This is Microsoft web application proxy web server. तो यहां से करोगे तो आप IIS के साथ मिल जाएगा। But who will decide this? Your client will decide this, and you will always get this in your build sheet. ठीक है? Now there is one more catch in this, or there's one more feature in this. Now whatever I want, I need a server, and whatever I want, I do not see that. I do not see that in any of these images. ये जितने भी यहाँ पर images है ना, 1000 2000, उसमें still मेरा requirement पूरा नहीं हो रहा है. So what did I tell you guys? To create a basic server, a plain server. You guys created a basic server, a plain server. I said, fine, give me the access. I want to access that server. What will you do? You'll go ahead and give me the IP address and username and ID and password. Fine. I logged into that server, and now I made changes to that server. उस सर्वर में मैंने IIS इंस्टॉल कर दिया, उस सर्वर में मैंने 50 यूजर्स बना दिए, उस सर्वर में मैंने कोई डिस्क ऐड करवा ली आपसे, right? Whatever I wanted to do, I made a customized server, whatever I wanted. Okay, now my server is ready. I am happy with it. But my problem is, or my requirement is, that I need 100 servers like this, right? 100 servers. Or in future और लगते रहेंगे. आज 100 चाहिए. In future, when my product grows, when my team grows, I will need more servers. So do you think, guys, it is a feasible option to create all the 100 servers, and I spend 3 hours or 4 hours or 5 hours on each server? Do you think it's a good option? Sensible option?
No.
In days of
No.
automation, if we talk about spending 4 to 5 hours in building one server, और उस तरह के 100 server बनाने, then no one will accept that. So for that, guys, we have an option which is called image. So if my server is ready, one server is ready, what can I do? I can capture the image here. I can capture the image. Don't worry, you don't have to do practical on this. इस पे ज्यादा करना भी नहीं. You should know this. There are many things जिसका हर एक का practical हम नहीं करने वाले. ठीक है? So you don't have to do practical, but understand, you should know this option. When client says something, आपके इंटरव्यू में इस तरह का कोई सिनेरियो देता है, this should come to your mind कि हाँ एक ऐसा ऑप्शन होता है. And you should use it in your interview. That we had a request where client wanted to build 100 servers, and none of the existing images which are there available in marketplace, they were not useful for client. So we built one server, we assigned it to, we gave it, handed over to client. Client did the customization on that server, and then we captured the image. So यहाँ से आप इसका image capture करते हो. ठीक है? I don't want to do it now. I don't want extra images. It costs a lot. बहुत ज्यादा नहीं, लेकिन cost करता है. ठीक है? तो ये सारा ऑप्शन आपने सेलेक्ट कर लिया यहाँ पर. किस गैलरी में जाना है, do you want to create a new gallery, etc. These options you have to, we are not creating, hence I'm not selecting all the options. Version number, if I already have a version 1.1, I will name it as 1.2. Okay, there's a specific format for that. Let's say 1.1.2. I know कि ये प्रोजेक्ट पूरा सब बस 2 साल ही चलने वाला है. उसके बाद ना मुझको सर्वर्स लगेंगे और ना इमेज लगेगा. So I can put an end date. But if I want कि नहीं कोई end date नहीं है, so put any extra date कहीं तक का भी है, या फिर exclude from, let's say, नहीं, not this one. I'm not explaining all these options, guys, because आपको इसका practical नहीं करना है और इस पर बहुत ज्यादा questions नहीं आने वाले. But you should know कि ऐसा कोई option है वहां पर. Hence I'm not explaining all this. और अगर हम एक एक ऑप्शन में जाके सब करने लग जाएंगे, then this course will last for forever. ठीक है? Now ये जो image आप बना रहे हो, ये image हमको zone redundant चाहिए, कैसे चाहिए? As of now I'm taking zone redundant, and then you can create the image. Once your image is created, then how will it look? वो मैं आपको directly यहाँ पर बताता हूँ. Once your image is created, guys, then if you click here, and if I click on shared images, look at this. ये मैंने ऑलरेडी एक इमेज बना रखी है, एक उबंटू की एंड एक विंडोज सर्वर की. सो दिस इज माय उबंटू सर्वर, एंड व्हाटएवर आई वांटेड इन दिस वीडियो, हमारे आगे प्रैक्टिकल में जो है ना ये मशीन्स, बिकॉज टू शो यू गाइस सम प्रैक्टिकल्स, आई नीडेड सम मशीन्स. मतलब पिछले बैच में ऐसे मशीन्स चाहिए होते हैं जिसमें मुझको 10-12 सॉफ्टवेयर इंस्टॉल करने पड़े. सो आई डिडंट वांट टू डू दैट एवरी टाइम. So best thing what I did, I built a server, उसमें मैंने सब कुछ कर दिया, CPU tester एक application है, that I installed, और उस server की image मैंने बनाकर यहाँ पर रख दी. Now if I want a similar server, instead of selecting these market में जो available, instead of selecting these images, I am going to select this one which I had created, and it is up to me. If I want to share it only with me, I can do that. If I want to share it with publicly, जैसे ये share किया है सब लोगों ने, I can do that as well. How to do it? You don't have to worry about it. वैसे उसी पेज से होता है, इसी पेज से होता है, the one which you looked at, capture image, और यहीं पर you have an option that do you want to put it in gallery, do you want to create a new gallery, public gallery चाहिए, personal gallery चाहिए, right? Share the image to capture only image, whatever you want. ठीक है, so यहाँ से हो जाता है सब कुछ, create an image वाले ऑप्शन से. Now if I use this one guys, and मैं इसको मशीन बनाता हूँ next करके, so look at this. The moment I select this, डिस्क वगैरह मैंने जो ऑलरेडी उसमें कर रखी थी, जैसे 5 डिस्क का एक सर्वर बनाया था, इट विल हैव 5 डिस्क, राइट? वन थिंग गाइस, लेट मी शो यू one thing it did not ask me while creating the machine. We put some information here. What is that?
यूजरनेम पासवर्ड नहीं पूछा.
Yes. Why is it not asking? Because it is my existing machine और मैंने उस पर ऑलरेडी बना रखा है. जो यूजर नेम एंड पासवर्ड मैंने पहले बनाया था, वही यूजर नेम एंड पासवर्ड इस पे चलने वाला है. दो दैट इज ऑप्शनल, उसको भी आप जो है कस्टमाइज कर सकते हो कि हर बार नया यूजर नेम एंड पासवर्ड चाहिए. बट दिस इज हाउ यू कैन क्रिएट इट, एंड वंस यू हैव दिस, और इसको आप एक बार स्क्रिप्टिंग से बनाना सीख लो, तो विद इन वन स्क्रिप्ट यू कैन स्टार्ट डिप्लॉइंग 100 machines. But I told you we are going to check everything on portal at the first time at least. So this is your image, guys. Is this topic clear? How to create image हमको नहीं सीखना है, don't worry. I have never seen a question on that. और जब एक्चुअल में अगर काम आ जाएगा ना, तो गूगल करके भी आप कर लोगे, इतना इजी है वो काम.
I have a confusion here.
Yes.
We are creating a new machine right here, and for that we require a new image. So we are creating a new image as well. So then why it is not asking the username and password?
No, this is not a new machine. First I created a new machine. उसको मैंने कस्टमाइज कर लिया, यूजर आईडी पासवर्ड सब कुछ डाल दिया, ठीक है. देन उसका मैंने इमेज बना लिया. दिस इज माय न्यू मशीन विच इज ऑलरेडी क्रिएटेड. ये मशीन बनाते वक्त जो है मेरा यूजर आईडी एंड पासवर्ड इसने पूछा था, मैंने यूजर आईडी डाल दिया, पासवर्ड डाल दिया, जो कुछ सॉफ्टवेयर चाहिए थे वो सब डाल दिए, ठीक है. देन आई कैप्चर एन इमेज. इसका मैंने एक इमेज बना लिया. अब इस इमेज में यूजर आईडी पासवर्ड सब कुछ है. नाउ आई एम क्रिएटिंग माय सेकंड मशीन. So at the time of creating the second machine, I'm not choosing any image from market. I'm choosing my personal image, Tsoft Info Solution. This was my company's name which I used to use, Tsoft Info Solution. This is my image I have created. इसका user ID password मेरे पास है, कोई और इस image को use करके कोई काम भी नहीं होगा. So this is the reason it is not asking.
तो अगर सेकंड मशीन बनानी होगी and if we want to use that image, तब वो नहीं पूछेगा यूजर आईडी एंड पासवर्ड.
Yes, that too if you want. अगर आप चाहते हो हर मशीन में अलग यूजर आईडी एंड पासवर्ड, वो ऑप्शन भी अवेलेबल होता है. While capturing the image, it will ask. Capturing the image, जब image capture करते हो आप यहाँ पर, so if you make it generalize, right, तो वो बता देता है यहाँ पर. If you make it generalize, वो user ID password पूछेगा. If you make it specialized, then वो user ID password नहीं पूछेगा. और look at this. When you make it specialized, VM created from this image are completely configured and do not require parameters such as hostname and user ID and password. वो मेरा पुराना पासवर्ड ही यूज करेगा, मतलब इस इमेज के बनने के बाद जो भी मशीन में उस इमेज को लेकर बनाने वाला हूं तब. इज इट क्लियर गाइस? आई एम टॉकिंग हियर इन 3 स्टेप्स. फर्स्ट आपने मशीन बना ली, देन आपने क्लाइंट को हैंडओवर कर दी, क्लाइंट ने उसमें आपका अपना यूजर आईडी पासवर्ड वेब डेवलपमेंट जो कुछ करना था कर दिया. देन यू आर क्रिएटिंग द इमेज. द थर्ड स्टेप इज from using that image, now you're creating multiple machines. Is this clear to everyone guys?
Yes.
Okay, we have only 2 minutes left, so I'm not going to start next topic. The next one which we are going to use is size. Very important topic, very crucial, and they definitely ask this in the interview because directly related to money. It is directly related to money. It impacts a lot on your client's business and client's billing. If you do not have understanding, client ने आपसे मांगा था ये वाला, ठीक है, 4 CPU 16 GB RAM एंड आपने क्लाइंट को दे दिया कुछ समथिंग विच हैज, यू आर सेइंग कि चलो क्लाइंट ने 4 CPU और 16 मांगा था ना, मैं 8 और 32 दे देता हूँ, क्या चाहिए, उसने जितना मांगा था उससे ज्यादा ही तो दे रहा हूँ, but it will immediately impact the price. Initially it was costing 14,000, now it is costing 23,000. So this is very crucial, guys, right? So this is what we are going to cover in our next session. We have only 1 minute left. If you guys have any questions, do ask. Otherwise, I will stop the session and start it again.
This image which you created, okay, that can be used when we are creating other machines. Now, when we are building these virtual machines and we choose different kind of images like 16, 19 ये सब जो भी choose करते हैं, उसका भी charge लगता है क्या?
नहीं, चार्ज
Is
किसी
that
का भी,
chargeable?
टू क्रिएट अ मशीन, यस यू आर बीइंग चार्ज। वो इमेज आपने नहीं सेव किए तो आपको नहीं चार्ज लग रहा है, द वन विच यू हैव सेव्ड उसका चार्ज लग रहा है, मशीन इमेज सेव करने का चार्ज लग रहा है बस।
इनबिल्ट इमेज यूज करेंगे तो उसका चार्ज नहीं लगता, राइट?
Let me answer that in next session.
ओके,
Time is about to finish, it will get disconnected. Let's join without any break.